Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome back to 80 Days. We're on day 25. We are in Calcutta. We have about 1,800 pounds left. It's Friday. Calcutta was an industrial city. Oh, and if you've seen the last episodes, you know this is also a city. We rode the city of Agra to come to Calcutta. Calcutta was an industrial city which had built its wealth on opium, drug town, textiles, and indigo. But that was not to say it was uncultured. Nothing to compare to Paris, of course. Once again, our main character, the valet we're playing, is French. So I steered clear of places of discussion out of homesickness for my home's bustling cafes. Oh, no! I guess I'll look after Monsieur Fogg. He likes that as I take care of him. Plying it with cups of tea, ensuring that he is well rested. Let us go to the market. Oh man, there's cowboy boots. Part of the American wardrobe set. I want that. Dominoes. Of interest to prim and sea dog types. Neck cushion for frequent flyers. Salve. Part of rest and recuperation. Peppermint tablet. Interest to soldiers. Crackers. You know, we're going to buy another suitcase. And I'm going to buy... I want the American stuff. I want dominoes. Oh, what do we get for the other ones? Let's get the mints for the people who like mints. A neck cushion for our master. And we'll get him part of the rest and recuperation stuff. As much as I'd like cracker biscuits, we don't have anymore. Then plan. Well, what we want to do... We want to go to either Benares... The quickest way to Benares is through Lahore, or just go to Chittagong. The SS Thunderbolt, the engineer set we have would yield no charge. Let's do that. Alright, so we've got that planned. We're going to go to Chittagong. The reason we need to go to Chittagong is there's something for us to sell there for a lot of money. And we'll pass through the night. With the last light of evening, I want to spend some time talking to the hotelier. I spent a while talking to him to find out what I could, but obtained nothing but advice for starching lapels. Well, that is useless. Let's go. We will pay extra space for our suitcases. The SS Thunder. Thunderstruck. We boarded the SS Thunder of the Apcar shipping line on its way to Hong Kong via Singapore, but the smokestacks barely had time to steam off their morning dew before we approached Chittagong to pick up more laborers. Could we take this all the way to Hong Kong? We made a full stop. Oh no, wait. We're not going to get off. We're going to hide. We're staying on the ship. But soon found there was little order aboard ship, and when the boat left once more, we had room on board. And all for no cost. And I'm sure... So we just acted like stowaways. And of course, Monsieur was unaware. We didn't need it. Monsieur Fogg doesn't need to know that we didn't pay anything. Was unaware of the arrangement. I kept it from him, knowing he would only raise a steadfast objection to our fare dodging. The captain with whom we quickly made friends promised us a journey of 10 days rather than the usual figure of 12. Not only were we stowaways, we made the captain like us. Greetings, my dear madame. Tell me a Paris passport. Alright, tell me a Hong Kong. So, Yokohama can be reached from Hong Kong by the Jade Tiger and it's cheap. Where does that take me? What about Manila and Hong Kong? Is there a route from Manila to Hong Kong? No idea. But Manila is the capital of the Spanish East Indies. Anyway, does the Seine ever flood? Yeah, sometimes. I'm not sure. I don't know. The river floods every year where I come from. That's a great story. How about Hong Kong to Canton? No idea. But I know you can pick up xenotroops and xenotropes. Whatever. They're the things that spin. Most of these we've already asked about. So we're just going to kind of fly through here. Yokohama. That's what we want to know about. I hear there's a traveling circus in Yokohama. That's nice. How about from Yokohama to Pyongyang? I would not hold out too much hope. What about from Honolulu? We could go to America. Well, that's probably not America yet at this point in time, but still. Would you like a peppermint tablet? She's like, you can pick up wax cylinders. Tablet. Thank you. Alright, what about Honolulu? Do you realize you can pick up revolvers in Honolulu? Extremely valuable in New Orleans. What's it say about America? I didn't know Honolulu was known for selling those. Oh, but I don't know if Honolulu is the way we want to go. Because the Panama Canal doesn't exist yet. What about Port Moresby? Is there a route from Honolulu to Port Moresby? Seems quite impossible to me. To that place? Probably not. Oh well. So we learned about a route from Hong Kong up into Japan to Yokohama. Ooh, and there's an airship there. No, no, no! Wait! We had to get off at Chittahonga! Gong! No! We had to... Our whole plan was we get off there and sell carpets. Oh, no. We had the carpet that was worth $8,000. We dined at the captain's table. He made his toast and then asked Monsieur Fogg, alright, whether he was an opium trader. Whether he was an opium trader, and I his factum. I'm going to look at my master, who merely said he was not. Now, Captain Ong guffawed and commanded our glasses filled once more. It is a profitable business, he advised. A man can make his fortune in opium if, and he addressed the last to my master, he is not squeamish. I'm going to be the moral valet. Morals are not squeamish, I replied coldly. The opium trade profits from the weakness of men. Yes, Captain Ong agreed. Some people are weak, and some overcome their weakness. I believe in freedom. The people of China are not children that we need to mind, like an over-anxious parent. Monsieur Fogg gave me a quelling look before turning to the captain. Your business is your own, Captain Ong, as long as you conduct me to Hong Kong in 10 days as agreed. The captain raised the glass. Fear not, Mr. Fogg. I have anxious customers awaiting my cargo after all. Oh my god. It's nice that we have a really quick trip to Hong Kong, but we needed to go to that city. We really needed to go to that city to sell our wares. That was supposed to bring us $8,000. What's in the news? Phileas Fogg attempts round the world adventure. Ooh, he's in the paper. Well now, this journey is proving more draining than I expected. Oh my god. I awoke thinking of croissants. You didn't even get a choice. That sounds good. Not just any croissants, my friends, but the croissants made on the corner of the street where I grew up. Delicately crisp on the outside, yielding within. I could smell them, almost feel the texture of the pastry on my tongue. I was so lost in contemplation that I was 3 minutes late to attend my master's shave. Suit to laws! He's gonna be mad about that. Oh my god, we can see our giant payday leaving us. We'll groom our master. Passepartout, your care is highly calming. Yes, master. The Lascars, who made up the crew, seemed to find an object of great curiosity. I found them a great annoyance, as they would not be put off from asking incomprehensible questions as I went about my daily business. I hate to harp on it, but the reason we missed out there because we stayed on ship and we didn't disembark, a young Malay shyly asked me what Paris was like. It is beautiful, I said cautiously. The scene glitters like a snake. The theaters spill light and color onto the streets. The cafes are full of men and women debating and drinking endless cups of coffee. They pee a hell of a lot. There are beautiful women and beggars all on the same street. She looked at me curiously. I took a deep breath, dissatisfied with my answer. It is much like any place, I said finally. It is glorious and terrible, and words are incapable of truly describing it. Oh no, our master is more unhappy. Let us groom him some more. Ooh, a fresh shirt, superb. You're welcome. Today we stopped at Singapore, on the southernmost tip of the Malay Peninsula. Singapore had been British for many decades, and from the harbor it seemed almost as if some little town in Kent or Surrey had been shipped piece by piece and reconstructed on this far shore. We exchanged some laborers for a dozen or so merchants, and made sail by early afternoon. We're making really good time. That is the only plus of this. We will groom our master some more. My man, your attention is very relaxing. The captain was on deck in the afternoon as I took a turn. He seemed to hesitate for a moment before he approached and abruptly said, my brother's an opium addict. I'm sorry. He laughed, ha ha, without any true good humor, the merriness entirely gone from his dark eyes. My family's from Shanghai. We were poor, but instead of relieving my parents' cares, my older brother became an opium eater, who lied and stole and wasted his days. Who sold him the opium? His eyes hardened. Does it matter? I know that it is British opium. I am no fool, but he chose it. It's a sickness, my friend. I said gently, a disease, and he was consumed by it. I left Shanghai at 15. I ended up in Singapore with nothing to my name but a shirt. And look at where I am now. My parents live well on the money I send them. And what of your brother? A look of fleeting sadness crossed his face before it hardened over. I do not know. Dead probably, if not begging on the streets. He took a shaky breath. I have not talked of this for many years, but I wanted to tell you this, monsieur. Things are not so simple as you seem to think. Captain Ong bowed stiffly, and my thoughts flickered between the captain's story and the chest of opium even now in the cargo hold. How odd. Opium destroyed his brother's life, and yet he transfers it to provide a better life for his family. Oh, I'm going to take care of the master. We hit a squall today, and we're confined to our cabins. I could hear the sailors shout to each other outside the ship as it pitched from side to side. Monsieur Fogg, in an uncharacteristic display of humanity, was noisily sick into a nearby bucket. I will mop his brow and take care of him. An act which he clearly deemed overly familiar, even in his compromised position. Oh man, he's going to be pissed because I was trying to take care of him. Sorry, sir, you were puking everywhere. One of the Indian laborers was lying limp in the corridor outside our cabin. I prodded him in the shoulder, and he moaned. He looked unwell, clammy, and rather warm to the touch. I'm going to call one of the crew to attend him, and watched as he was shuttered away to his cabin. The steward, a wizard Indian of indeterminate, whether beaten yes, clapped me on the shoulder as thanks, and in his disjointed tongue promised to care for him, or at least so I assumed. Maybe I should have taken care of the guy. I don't want to take care of a junkie. That's not my job. I already got to take care of this dingus, which I got to take care of. Shine shoes. That's much better. Oh, my clothes were dirty. I feel horrible. The ill laborer was walking in slow circles about the deck when I came up. He looked over as I walked by. I'm gonna go greet him, and with a wave, and he gave me a glare. Oh no. Oh no. I was up to the job. I was to take a job at an Akbar warehouse in Hong Kong. But they think I will not be able to work well. I have no job because of you. He turned away and I fled the deck, rather unceremoniously. I was just trying to help you, wiener. We reached our destination, and the promised 10 days. Quite a miracle. No way we're going back to sell that shit now. And one that Captain Ong was clearly proud of. He shook our hands with great gusto as we disembarked, his eyes dancing. Good luck, he called as I looked around the crowded, colorful harbor of Hong Kong. Well, we better find some merchandise here that we can sell elsewhere. Some of our possessions could be sold handsomely here. Oh, alright. Like what? We want a 45? Valuable in Yokohama. Ooh, we want that. So what could be sold for a lot here? Well, we might as well sell the hand-woven garments. I want to buy the gun, because we're going to Yokohama. Oh man, we should have sold that in Agra! Or did we get that after Agra? Oh my god, we could have sold it for so much in Agra! We don't need the scarf anymore. So what is worth so much here? The water bladder? We could probably sell that. We're not going through a desert now, are we? I mean, I guess we could in the American Southwest. I guess we'll wait. This is the astrolabe we wanted to sell in Benares. We didn't end up going that way. We have a pharaoh type of ourselves. We're not going to sell that. We're going to keep that with us. What about a hooded cloak? No, we're going to keep that. Dominoes? No. How do I rearrange these things so I can get everything where I want them? I have too many damn suitcases. Can we put the shaving kit here? I would kind of like to cut down on the number of things we have. Why don't we get dominoes if we're going to carry this much stuff and a safety harness instead? Instead, we're going the other way, object-wise. So we have a gun we can sell if we get to Japan. So where do we go next? Yokohama is where we want to go next. It departs tomorrow at 9 a.m. We should be able to bring suitcases. I don't know if we can bring 4 maximum. Alright, so why don't we look around Hong Kong? Hell yeah. Oh, we can't. Oh, man, but I want to explore Hong Kong. We might stay an extra day here, because how often are we going to be in Hong Kong? I was looking over a bolt of bright red Chinese silk when a man accosted me. This man had a mustache so fine! That's a fine mustache. So luxuriant, so well tended that I briefly lost the power of speech. Your mustache blew me away. I watched mesmerized as it quivered with his every word of introduction. It seemed his name was Fix. He offered me a drink, and given that I had a few hours to spare, I'm going to say no. His name is Fix, and this has been a whole drug thing. Sorry, we're leaving immediately. Can't stay. Oh, is that so? He replied with great interest. Where are you going? Yokohama. Fix nodded. Of course. Well, perhaps we'll see each other again. I agreed that I hoped so and scurried away. Although I fancied that I saw his darting form out of the corner of my eye more than once since then. Oh, we can explore. Well, that's not really... I probably didn't need to explore, but it's like, we're in Hong Kong, we gotta do that. Wandering the streets, who should I bump into but Monsieur Fix? His sly eyes narrowed. I thought you were leaving for Yokohama, he queried. Yes, an unaccountable delay. Oh, I quite understand, but if you want to leave quickly, I know a way, come. He indicated a doorway, I'll share it with you. Oh no, I gotta go. I regret I can't. Fix nodded, his expression settled. You are a busy man, I understand. Well, be sure to take good care of yourself and your master. With that, he slipped away. Get the fuck out of here. No, I don't want to go to Beijing. No. I want to go to Yokohama. Oh, and tomorrow at 9? Poop. Alright, well, wait, you know what? Maybe that's good. Let us stay in the hotel another day. We're on day 36. We've still got a lot of days to get there. Right now, Fogg is not doing so good. Maybe a day of rest and relax will make him happier. A little bit. As night fell, I'm going to attend to Monsieur Fogg this time, because he really is not happy. There we go. Get him happier. Not giving him hand jobs. I attended to Monsieur Fogg, providing him with a haircut, with the intention that he would have a restorative night. In fact, that actually worked out well, I think, about that. So let us embark for Yokohama. We'll hire extra space for our one luggage thing. Uncomfortable conditions. This promises to be bothersome during the journey, but the valeting set should make our master more comfortable. Oh, that is a sweet airship! And we have our airship bonus crap. The Jade Tiger was an old mood class Persian ship, renovated with Chinese colorings and fittings. It was painted all over with Manchu luck symbols. Swastikas, stylized bats and coins. We climbed aboard, ready for the journey east. Let us take care of our master. Thank you. Your concern is most restorative. Captain Sue wore a traditional Manchu pow in blue cotton, bone hairpins in her fan-shaped hair, and a jade thumb ring. I'm going to bow low in a courtly greeting. She looked at me quizzically, then asked a series of questions in an unintelligible language, which I assumed was the dialect of Chinese. I don't know Mandarin, I'm sorry. An English-speaking crew member was summoned, her tool belt hung with rope, bolt cutters and climbing equipment. The captain says she expects you to speak Cantonese, she translated, because you were in Hong Kong. Oh, I was only, briefly in Hong Kong, dude. I sighed. I didn't have much time to practice my languages. The crew member rattled her bolt cutters at me. The captain speaks Cantonese, Mandarin, 3 dialects of Manchu, Russian, and Arabic. Are any of these known to you? I'm sorry, no. Afraid not. The captain, for all her delicately arranged hair and grace, looked thoroughly exasperated and stalked up in a huff. What if she was trying to hit on me? Maybe she's trying to hit on me, hot Asian chick, and oh, I don't know her language. The crew member chuckled and stuck her hand out at me. Song zing zing. Looks like I'll be looking after you and your master on this trip. Madam Song? I ventured. Song zing shuddered. Song's fine. Try not to mangle it too much, eh? Passport out? Her pronunciation, of course, was flawless, buddy! Man, on our way to Japan. We can converse? I am at your service, Monsieur Fogg. Passport, so, about money, we were supposed to have a lot. It kind of got fucked up. How are we? We have a sufficient amount for now. How about a shaving kit? Let me shave you, sir. I trust you'll be careful. Look, he liked that. How about a neck cushion? We bought that so he'd be more comfortable. Thank you, Passport. A stiff neck makes for a most unpleasant experience, I find. You're such a baby. At least we're getting him to like us more. Monsieur Fogg took exception to the moth-eaten red silk drapings which adorned our cabin, and asked me to take them down for the duration of the voyage. Is it the condition that distresses you, that you can't bear? I asked. Does it matter? He replied with perfect equanimity. Ah, damn it. I am not going to argue with him. I suppose it doesn't matter in the end, I replied, attempting to consider the matter from the master's ever-logical perspective. Song looked terribly surprised when she came to fetch us for dinner and saw the bare-walled room. My master's got particular taste. I'm sorry, lady. I'm sorry, Song. How nice of him to have the luxury of taste, was her only remark, but I felt it sting keenly. Oh, man. Fuck you, Mr. Fogg! I hurt my own chance with like a sexy lady who likes me on the airship to try and make sure my master doesn't fire me halfway around the world, because if he fires me in Japan, I don't know how I'm getting home. Well, everybody, that's the end of this episode. We're doing pretty well, right? We're in Japan. We're around the halfway mark. Geography-wise, more or less, and day-wise. I don't know if we're going to make everything. I thought we were going to have a ton of money, but either I screwed up, I probably screwed up, and we didn't get to sell that stuff for tons of money. Hopefully we don't run out of money. I'll see y'all next time. Take it easy.